name is Beston. I live in Cape Town. Also, I do delivery. Interbet helped me to realize my dreams. Now I have my own delivery vehicle and I'm able to do the removal in and around Cape Town.
Hollywoodbets Gold Challenge Race Day, Saturday the 10th of June. 10 fabulous races and a wonderful renewal of the Grade 1 Hollywoodbets Gold Challenge. But more about that later on. I'm joined in the studio by Rahil, and we go straight into race 1, which is the Netball South Africa Maiden Plate over 1,000 metres, due off at 11:35. Being a 10-race program, race 1 does not form part of the exotics. Now, there's been lots of anti-post support for number 1, Plaza Accord, trained by Peter Muscat, ridden by Richard Fourie. So let's hear from the man himself. Here's an interview with Peter Muscat.
Seattle Ripper is a very small son of Newt Predator, very speedy, but he is carrying a little bit of excess condition. So he might just be found wanting late, but he's a nice colt in the making. Quality horse. I think his forte is going to be over a little bit further in time. He obviously has the one draw to assist. If he doesn't find the 5 furlongs on the sharp side for him, he can get involved.
Well, maybe he's understating his chances. The market suggests Plaza Accord is well fancied. We know it doesn't take a lot of money to shorten a 2-year-old first-timer. He was originally priced up at 9-2, Rahil Plaza Accord. The latest I saw was 17-10. Richard Fourie has got a wonderful strike rate for Peter Muscat. They're a formidable combination. Plaza Accord is drawn in gate 1, so everything in his favour. He does, of course, have number 4, Rainbow Reward, to beat. That's at 2 promising runs, and that's its co-favourite now at 17-10. They're pretty much betting 15-2 about number 7, El Drac, and then 8-1 and better the balance. But if Plaza Accord is the right horse, this is not a deep field. I think he'll win it.
Correct, and this horse here, Plaza Accord, was set to run about a month and a half ago as well, and it was at Hollywoodbets Scottsville, and like Saturday, already found early bets in support, and he had shortened in the market, and there was quite a bit of talk about him coming from outside of the camp. And yeah, it's interesting that he finds support once again, and Peter Muscat mentioning that it could just be on the sharper side for him. We'll enjoy further in time, and we'll have to wait and see how he does go. But it's obviously not the strongest of races, as you mentioned, and I wouldn't be surprised if one of the 2-year-olds were to win it. I mean, when you have a look at the 3-year-olds in this event, they don't bring the strongest of form. Rainbow Reward, I know it's been 2 runs to date, and his last start was a better effort, but the form lines aren't strong at all. So I think the 2-year-olds will dominate this event, and let's see which one does obviously come through to win. But number 5, Helsinki, I think watch for some improvement from this horse. Was sent off as we'll call it favourite on debut, and he ran a below par race, but I'll put it down to the conditions on that day. Conditions probably just didn't suit him, and I think he's a horse that could take a step forward on that run. But let's follow the market here. Let's see if number 1 Plaza Accord does continue to find betting support.
I'm tending to agree with you that a 2-year-old can win the race because, as you say, Rainbow Reward has had 2 promising runs as a 3-year-old, but the form lines haven't worked out. Just looking at the pedigrees, I think Peter Muscat's got a legitimate concern about 1,000 metres for Plaza Accord, because by Denon Platina out of a Judpot mare, on paper would need further, but it's obviously, races not run on paper. And you've pointed out Helsinki. That's certainly got a speed pedigree by What a Winter out of a National Assembly mare. There's a lot of speed, both sides of the lines there, and a lot of improvement expected from Helsinki after his rather moderate debut behind Epic View. But that's race 1. Follow the market. The early money is all for Plaza Accord.
Good fun. Days like these are great. You get the whole industry together, and to have companies and corporations like Interbet and Cape Racing who are so generous with sort of time and energy into making a day like this possible is it's fantastic for everyone.